Hi everyone, I'm Marie and we are coming to you live from LivingFelt because it's Happy Woolly Wednesday! Oh, we are so happy that you all are here from all over the world. Thank you so much for carving out some time in your week this week to hang out with us. We are LivingFelt based in Central Texas. This is what we like to do on Wednesdays, and today we have two, not one, but two fun projects for you. Actually, they're three in two from the very magical fairy Holly. So today we are going to be making the Joy Jolly Holly banner, and we're going to show you how you can make your own. And we're also making this beautiful holiday door flag, which is two-sided, and man, I just love these projects so much. So they're a great build on our project from last week. If you caught that, it's going to be a lot of fun. They're super easy, and we'll show you some different ways you can change up the flavor if you want. I just want to say hi to a few people. I see we have Julia in Guernsey. Is that the Guernsey and Literary Potato Peel Pie Guernsey? I just got to get there someday. JJ in Wisconsin, Linda in Tennessee, Nicola in the UK, or Nicola, however you say it, Sue in New Jersey, Kim in Canada. Thank you all so much for being here. I know so many of you are potentially in lockdown. We're in a little more of a Republican state, so things are a little bit looser here, as I'm sure you've seen, but we are safe. Our city is actually doing very good. All the fairies are doing very good, and they are here and can't wait to say hi to you, and they brought some fun stuff to show you too. So hey, if you're brand new, if this is your first show, say I'm new. Let our community welcome you. We have an interactive show, so make sure you comment, ask questions, even offer your own tips. Your name goes into a hat if you participate in the live chat. We draw prizes at the end, but we also give away prizes for people who comment after the live show, and that's after the live show. You can close the little live chat when we're all done and comment down below. Make sure you tell us your favorite takeaway or what you're going to make. And on that note, it's a good time to give away a few prizes from last week, where we made the Home for the Holidays plaque or pillow. So look for that video. Super fun project. And we had we had tons and tons of comments. Y'all really like that project, so we're glad to bring Holly back. And we have two winners, Brianna Novak and Christine Lafaille. I don't know how to say that. Lafaille. How would you say it? Lafaille. Christina Lafaille and Brianna Novak. Thank you so much for your comments, everyone, and congratulations to these gals. Just jump over to our website. If you want to claim your prize, scroll to the bottom, click Contact Us. Make sure we have all your info, and we'll get your prizes to you. So, without further delay, first up we have Miss Fairy Hannah with something to share with you.
Yay! Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? Fairy Hannah here, spreading some lovely winter colors across y'all's screen. So this is our MC1 winter goodie pack. We do have a variety of goodie packs. We have a fall, a winter, and a standard goodie pack. The colors are going to vary from round to round, but we try to keep them as consistent as we possibly can. So it's going to be a 1/4 ounce of each. 12 different colors of our MC1 fiber. In the current round of winter goodies, we have spruce, evergreen, leaf, majestic blue, winter blue, red indigo, clay, this looks like dark chocolate, coal, aspen gray, cotton white, and just the true red. So it's just a fun little assortment of colors, great for 2D needle felting because you don't need a whole lot of fiber to 2D needle felt. So it's just a great little kit to do any kind of fun 2D needle felting or just to add to your studio and bring in a pop of color. And then just real quick, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Susan Yobara. I also am not positive if I'm pronouncing that right. She just sent us a very lovely email earlier this week, and I just want to say hi, and we love all of y'all, and thank you so much for just being so kind. And next up, we got Miss Holly. Thank y'all.
Hi everyone. So we're going to be using some felt and some linen on our projects. So I wanted to show you some of the colors we have. So let's start off with the linen. We're going to be using the picture block specifically. We have the natural linen, which will go with any of our color felts because, you know, it's natural color. We also have our cardinal red and our barn red and our forest green linen. And like I said, they come in picture block sizes, or they also come in larger sizes as well. Now for our felt, we have this gorgeous coal and forest green and our red and our powder blue, and we have a new size for you, which will be our smallest size that we're going to offer, which is 18 by 18, and that is also perfect for this project, so you can mix and match your colors and make as many as you want. And I will see you in a few. And now here's Fairy Ann.
Yay! Hey y'all, thank you for hanging out with us today. We have got a lot of fun stuff, and if needle felting isn't, or if you prefer wet felting, we also have this lovely assortment. This is our Dashing Through the Snow specialty designer bundle. Lovely, lovely color assortment. We have the main fiber that comes in this pack is the merino top. We've got evening, mist, tide pool, lagoon, pebble, silk blends in vanilla and Atlantis. We have got some embellishment fibers here. Angelina in Wedgwood, viscose top in mist, viscose top in white, silk hankies in glacier, sari silk waist in cornflower, and tussa silk in hydrangea. This would be a great studio pack if you are needing to stock your studio or are just feeling the holiday spirit. Thank you guys so much. Next up is Fairy Kayla.
Yay! Hey everybody, Fairy Kayla here. I wanted to share with you some of our awesome oh my gosh, I work here, I promise. I know how to talk. Some of our felt sheet bundles. So this is kind of a cool little shot right here. But I'm going to do these one at a time for you so I can go through the colors. This is our Winter Wonderland. Each one of them is going to come with 6 felt sheets inside of it, and they're about 1 millimeter thick, and they're 18 by 12. So through the colors here, 8 by 12, not 18 by 12. Oh my gosh, that's huge. And so the colors here for our 8 by 12 felt sheets are powder, horizon, white, light gray. This one's turquoise, and this one hiding back here is lagoon. And this is the Winter Wonderland. Now I'm going to show you Santa's Workshop. This one has Dijon, red, forest, ecru, royals hiding back here, and Bordeaux. And then last but not least, this one is my favorite, it's so bright and fun. This one is called Holly Jolly. It's got berry, leaf, purple, no, violet, we call it violet, white, turquoise, and red in there. Yeah, they're super fun. 6 for 1 price, you can't beat that.
You're getting lots of love for the felt bundles.
Oh, thank you everybody. And I had something I wanted to share with you. So what is a sheep's favorite Christmas song?
What is a sheep's favorite Christmas song?
Fleece Navidad. All right, and I'll turn it back over to these lovely ladies.
Thank you. Can I just see a big round of hearts for the fairies? This is our crew. These are the gals who answer the phone, answer your emails, pack your orders, and make absolutely everything that you get from us. But also, hey, look, they're helping to design projects, which for me is super duper fun. Can't wait to get into today's project. I do need to do 2 quick shout outs. I want to say hey to my girlfriend Robin in Houston. I'm wearing your sheepy earrings. Thank you so much. And just in case my dad is watching, hi Dad. I've never said hi to my dad on the show, but I sent him a link. He's in the hospital today, so I thought I would send him a link and send him a shout out. So you never know, my dad might be felting with us. One quick question somebody had in the notes was, what do we mean by the picture block size? And we call this our picture block size of linen. It's 12 by 14. So it's a way you don't have to buy a half yard or a yard. You can get just a little cut, and we often use these when we're doing smaller projects. It's a 12 by 14. So as Holly mentioned, it's a great opportunity size to use for today's project. That's the flanner bag, or the flag thingy. So what we are going to do is welcome Holly back. Come on in, Holly, and we're going to work on Holly's projects.
Hi.
Cool. Hi. So let's show them the first one, Miss Holly.
Okay. So we have this cute little joy banner.
We're actually right now.
I
We're gonna go
don't
down.
know, banners, little buntings, whatever you want to call them. They're
We're
like
gonna-
one of my favorite things to make. I tend to make them for all the holidays and birthdays and everything like that. So I thought it'd be fun to make one with our felt sheets, which I also absolutely is one of my favorite products.
So for those of you who don't know, Holly's a really awesome sign maker. A lot of you got to meet her a little more in person last week, and she's made some awesome signs for us across the years, and also some fun buntings, like just
Yeah.
some really cute ones.
It's
And
been
so-
fun
Mhm.
to do all of those things for the shop, and I love being creative, so this is perfect.
Yeah. So this is a really fun one. Let me grab, okay. We're going to grab just the basic parts that you need for this. Now there is a kit available, but these kits we decided to do a little bit differently, and that's make them wool optional, which seems strange, but we know a lot of you already have a bunch of wool, and maybe you just want the parts and the instructions. So we're calling it Holly Jolly, but this is even brighter
It is.
than our Holly Jolly felt grouping. But you can either choose these 3 colors, or we're offering it with red, royal blue, and forest green.
It's super pretty too.
Yeah,
Just
and
different.
then- right. So you'll see in the description after the show that there's a link for that kit, and then you're going to want to get, what you'll include it is the instructions with it, and so that means we have these patterns for these fun letters
Yes.
that you made.
Yes.
But there's more than just the joy, isn't there, Holly?
There is. You can be jolly, or you can be holly, or you can buy a couple supply packs and be holly jolly.
Okay, we're gonna look at a couple of those. So I'm gonna turn us down here, Holly. Here we go. So we have the joy, and what you're gonna get actually are the letters backwards, right?
Yes, you're going to get them in reverse image so that we can use our transfer pen and do kind of the same technique we used last week to get our image onto our felt sheets.
Right, so here's how the kit comes. So the patterns you're going to get are reverse, and here's the H, which we're going to look at in just a minute. So she's made the joy here, which is right here basically, the joy, or you could make it jolly, which I worked on. Oh, here we have some right here. We have some in the process. So let's look at a few of these so you can see. Here's jolly. I love the
So
feet.
with the cute little elf feet.
I
love
love,
the elf feet.
I love those. And then also, besides getting the felt and the pattern and the instructions, you'll get a whole spool of our red satin ribbon, right? And then
Right.
you can add on the felt if you want.
Yeah,
The wool.
exactly.
Okay, cool. So, Holly, how do we get from patterns to this? What's our next step?
Okay, our first step is to, I'm going to slide this on over here, and we are going to use our transfer pen to outline our image. So you want to make sure to stay inside the lines.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we demonstrated the iron-on transfer pen last week, and what we've done is the instructions are just printed on regular paper. So even if you download, we'll have the PDF available later this evening if you decide to just get the pattern portion. We're just printed on any regular paper. The iron-on transfer pen just works with any paper.
Right, so
Yeah. Okay.
I've already gone over most of this H, as you can see, but it's super easy. The biggest tip is that once you get to the outside shape is to just go ahead and use a ruler or a straight edge. Don't try to get those lines straight all on your own. Go ahead and line it up, and do that little dotting that Marie always suggests, and then go ahead and finish off your lines. And then you have your image all ready to be transferred. So you'll heat up your iron to the hottest setting, and you're going to go ahead and we have a little spider. So one of the tips is that these banner pieces are if you line them up correctly, you can get 2 out of each felt sheet.
Oh, right.
So that's a bonus, so you can make more than one project. So you're going to line it up on there, and then you're going to use your iron, and you're going to count to 10, and you're going to hold it steady, and you're not going to burn it like I did last week. And you'll just hold it down, count to 10, and move on, and then you'll hold it steady so it doesn't move, and you'll start to see the lines come through the back of the paper, and then you'll know that it's transferring.
Right. Yeah, so it's a really quick process to get the iron transfer onto your felt. And I know people often ask how many transfers can you get or how long is the ink active. So the ink is going to be active once you put it on the paper. You can go back and use it in 2 days or 3 days. I've never tried it for more than a week or something like that. But don't worry if you save it. And usually I can get like a couple of impressions out of one, but it's not going to be as strong as you go on. Right, so let me take this away and we'll look at the H.
So there's our H.
There we
All
go.
transferred on there and ready to be felted. So this is we used candy cane. I used a candy cane kind of design when I did the H's and the J's. So we are going to use our CX2 Winter White and a 42 triangle needle. We have a lot going on today. And I'm just going to start, I like to start at the top. We need to scoot over a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just going to start with my outline, and then I'll go ahead and finish up my edges after I get this filled in a little bit.
Okay, so while Holly's needle felting, I see some great questions coming in. Some people are saying they love the transfer pen. Other people are saying, how do you get the transfer pen on dark fabrics? And it can be a challenge when the fabric is really, really dark. As a general rule, you want the pen to be darker than the fabric that you're tracing it onto. We did a project last year that we shared last week again. We just sort of gave a little preview, and that's the Gnome for the Holidays pillows. And for that project, we actually traced around cutout images on cardstock with an ink pen. So you can use an ink pen, or you could also use something like Taylor's chalk. So you could use something much lighter, or you could use something that's going to put down a little more ink. So anyway, that's the general rule, is you do want something darker. Now, the needle felting, most of y'all already know how to needle felt, but for those who are brand new, we did want to do this quick demonstration because today's projects are really straightforward, right, Holly?
I think they're pretty straightforward, and as I mentioned last week, I am not the quickest or like the most experienced needle felter, but I think that just shows you that anybody can do it. So you can see I'm a slow poke. But I'm also, with the CX2 is a little bit more wiry, so I'm just trying to kind of push it in with my finger as I go to, so that I can tame the fibers a little bit.
Audrey asks, is the winter white a brilliant white?
The winter white is our brightest white.
Right, so what she's using is CX2 Winter White, and it is really like a very, very white fiber. You'll notice that it's feels different than our MC1 batting. It's more coarse, it's more brittle. It's also going to break a little more because it's more brittle. You have to know that to get wool fiber this white, it really has to be processed. So just expect it to leave a little bit more behind. And if you have something that's pristine black or a real strong color, like we were doing on the other felt that we're going to show in a minute, I just used the lint roller on it to pick up all the extra things, or you could use any kind of tacky tape if you get a bunch extra left over. But it is a very, very bright white, but you will notice it's a little more wiry, a little more coarse, a little more brittle. How we doing there?
We're good. I'm not quick. I'm not as quick as Marie. I gotta work on that.
I'm not fast. What we wanted to do is just a quick demonstration of the needle felting, and then we're just going to put in a couple of stripes for those of you who are brand new, show you that this is really so easy. And these projects, I think, are really relaxing, don't you, Holly?
I think they are. I love doing them at night, or I was just on an airplane, fortunately or unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a
And
good thing to do on a
I did it on the plane, so that's not perfect, but I think it's enough to be able to show you up here at the front how we did the stripes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So all you're going to do is just needle felt right in. Now, the one thing I want to say is when you're needle felting, if you go for a more aggressive needle like a 38 star, you can expect that it's going to push a lot more wool to the back, and it's also going to really embed into your foam. If you use a 38 star, try not to push it so far through the felt that you're really tearing up your foam. I like to use a 42 triangle, which Holly is using right now, because it really will allow the fiber to sit on the surface, and I know that there's mixed feelings about that, but just know that the more you drive it through, you're going to also be driving it into your foam, and ideally you want to be able to needle felt a whole letter and finish it before you peel it up so that it's not wobbly. So you're just going to fill in all of your letters just like Holly's doing here.
Yeah, you'll just the whole thing. And honestly, if you notice, I did the lines on the candy cane stripe. But I'm going to fill in my letters first, so you don't necessarily need to do that. I would just refer back to your pattern in terms of where you're going to place your red.
Right. You can just do a straight line on this. You could just do a straight line, or you could do no line if you want to just freeform it.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on when I did my J, I filled the whole thing in and I put the red on top, but some people might prefer to do it in stripes.
Right, I filled all of mine in and then did that too. So let's look, Holly, at how do we go from needle felting out our letters to making this really cute bunting. What tips? I'll take this stuff away and you get us there.
Okay, well, I'm going to pass off my needle to you. Well, no, here we go. I can put my needle over here. Okay, so once you get all your fun little letters finished up, you can decide how you want to mount it, but how you want to hang it, but we're going to use the red ribbon, and it's pretty easy. I'm going to show you on the back of this already finished one. We sandwiched it and we folded it over, and I did the very fancy hot glue method.
Right, so she didn't even sew it. She just glued the ribbon right into place. So this wouldn't be interchangeable.
No, this is definitely not interchangeable. I did a little on the banner pieces themselves, a small thin strip of hot glue, and then I laid my ribbon down and then I folded it over. Now, if you're a little concerned about how to get them lined up right and folded over, what I would suggest is that you line up your pieces at first and either fold them over and you can finger crease them, or maybe just use the iron and give it a little press so that you have that crease in there and you know they're all going to be the same length and have and hang properly.
Right, that's a great tip. Right.
So then imagine there's a crease there.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and put our ribbon in there, and we're gonna fold it over. And if you're doing the hot glue, you're gonna glue it in place, and then you will, space it out maybe 1/4 of an inch in between, 1/2 inch, and we're gonna keep doing the same thing the whole way.
I got my feet. I love doing the feet, by the way.
The feet are so cute, so cute.
And then I copied your Y exactly. Okay, we'll just flip it over. They can see that, the idea. Yeah, and then you'll have this one would be a jolly.
Jolly.
I love
with
that.
the cute little elf feet. And then if you want to add, I use these buttons. That's what I had. I am a craft hoarder, as I have mentioned before, so I have a little bit of everything. But you can add anything you want or nothing at all, just to kind of, depends on your taste. You can put pom-poms or ribbons,
They
bows.
can have a holly.
Or you can have a holly.
A holly, joy, or jolly.
Yeah.
So this project, we saw it, both of you and I saw it on these really fun, playful colors. But I like to get the kit, you can also choose it in a more traditional red, royal blue, and forest green.
I think that's going to be beautiful. I kind of want to make one too.
So we're calling this we're calling it the Jolly Holly banner. And I think it's just a really fun project.
It is. It's super cute. Even my daughter approved.
And how old's your daughter?
13.
She's
And that's
13.
hard to get the approval of a 13-year-old girl.
Love it. So this is a really fun good toe in the water project, but the door hanger is just amazing also.
I love
right?
the door hanger.
Okay.
It kind of took on a life of its own too.
Yeah, talk to us a little bit and I'll get the rest of it.
Yeah, so we started off with this cute. I make signs a lot, and I love words, as I mentioned again last week. But so we kind of just started off with these. Oops, I'm sorry. Hang on, hold it up. Started off with the word joy and added some, holiday-looking greenery, and then Marie thought, wouldn't it be cute if it was reversible?
Did I think of that?
It was you. I'm going to give you credit for that one.
I think I was working on the thankful pillow about the time that this came up. Yeah.
Yep, same thing. So we went ahead and I thought it was kind of pretty, the red background on the linen fabric, and we added the ho 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 on the back, so you can switch it around, or if you have a window, like I know I have windows in the front of my house and I love to put decorations, but somebody's always looking at the backside of something.
Right.
This way everybody gets to appreciate.
I'd like to put it in my storm door because my front door has a lot of lead glass, but the storm door would be perfect.
Yeah, perfect. There's so many options.
To greet the Amazon guy. Yeah. He's always at my house.
Because they deserve it.
Let's do a top-down view here, y'all, so you can see. This is one idea, and Holly, you showed a bunch of really fun options for linen and felt earlier, and this is just so homey and sweet, I think. So if you opt to get the kit, we're just suggesting some colors, but the wool, again, is totally optional if you just want to either add on a winter goodie or something else. And in the kit comes an 18-inch block of linen and the 18-inch block of felt and a picture block of linen. So we want to help y'all get from here to here, which is pretty easy to do. But also in the kit, you're going to get the instructions, and you're also going to get this spool of jute twine. You'll just get the whole thing. And a dowel, which is somewhere around here.
There it is. It's right here.
Where is it?
It's hiding in the corner.
Right. And a little wood dowel to hang it on. So you have everything in there you need. The only thing I wanted to show you in the instructions is that when you get the reverse letters, they look bonkers. So the ho 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 is even more scary, I think. It's like, it looks like it's upside down, but it's not. So when you trace out these letters, the best thing to do is, like we showed on the other one, is trace inside the lines. Ideally,
Definitely inside the lines.
Yeah, we just wanted to show you that real quick, that you get that up close view, so you'll get these patterns at the correct size, but trace inside the lines so that if you mess it up at all, at least you'll be able to cover it up with fiber. And we're just going to show you how to get from our basic tips, if you will, of how to get from the blocks to these really cute flags and explain the process. So, do we need our cutting mat? Maybe, just to show.
Maybe.
Show. Okay. You want to kick us off, Holly?
Yeah, so it's the easiest way to start is if you just cut a couple of rectangles, blocks of fabric to start with. We give you the dimensions in the instructions, and
we'll tell you they are. They're going to be your felt. Let's look overhead real quick. Your felt sheet is going to be 10 inches wide by 15.5 inches long. So you can just cut a great big rectangle for that. And your linen sheet is going to be 9 inches wide by 13 inches long when you cut that.
Right.
Now, we're suggesting you measure, and we'll tell you how to get to the flag bit. But if you just can't, we give you this little pattern. So like you start on the felt sheet. This is 4 times to create the full block, right?
Right.
And then you can use this to cut your angle.
Gives you a perfect little cut there for your angle.
But if they don't want to use this, Holly, tell them how to get to cut the flag bits.
If you don't want to use it, the easiest way to do it is you can go ahead and fold your felt in half, kind of know where your center is in the middle, and then you're going to go up about 3 inches from that tip, because this would be full, and you're going to connect that 3-inch point to that center point on both sides, and you are going to get your point, and you're going to do the exact same thing with your linen.
That's right. So the linen, even though it's shorter, you find the middle point, and you can see I put a crease in the linen right here, and then you'll just measure up about pretty much 3 inches, and mark that dot, and then cut it with your straight edge.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yep.
What next?
So then we need to, we're going to need to get our image on each piece of fabric.
Right.
And we're going to use the same method we did with the transfer pin before.
Right.
Everything's reverse image for you already. We're going to do that exact same thing. And we're going to center it. Now, the one thing I will say is that we did leave extra on the top of the red felt.
Yes.
Because it's going to get folded over. So when you center your design, don't go all the way
That's
up there
right.
because you will lose part of it.
So let's give a measurement on this because I'm not sure we included
about
that.
an inch and a
Yeah.
half or inch and a quarter.
The inch, yeah, the fold is definitely go at least an inch, but looks more like an inch and a quarter
Yeah, so
once you
you-
take the dowel out.
Definitely, you're going to lose that like 2 inches at the top. What you fold over and then what it covers.
Right,
So-
because this, if you fold, let's fold this over, because the linen block needs to fit on top of that, right?
Right, exactly.
Depending on how you do the linen. You want your linen, once you get your images on here, I suggest that you center the linen from the bottom and the edges first, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then I know when we were talking earlier, Marie also suggested you could do something real cute where you could flip that over and to give it a little bit more of that red on the front part of your design as well.
Oh, great stuff. Okay, so we have some, let me feed you some questions, okay, before we
okay.
jump on. Okay, so Brenda says, do you cut before or after you felt?
I'm trying to remember what I did here. I think I cut before.
I would cut before because you want to be sure that you really center your image.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be easy to be off a little bit and not realize
Yeah, just
that
like
you're
to
not in the right place.
make sure it's all exactly the way it's supposed to end up.
Yeah, and you can just steam press it after you're done. So I would cut beforehand in this case. Yeah, and then do that after. Oh, I had another question for you. And it was, I love this cute gift idea. I do want to mention about the frayed linen. So I love fraying the linen. I think it looks super duper cute. Let's look at this real close and then talk about how you might approach it. So this one is just free form frayed. We did fray a project last year and that was our pumpkin spice table linens. I think we frayed those projects. What I would suggest if you want to really control that fray and you're not afraid of your sewing machine, this is real easy. Just give yourself about a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch stitch around these edges. Just do a straight line stitch and then you can fray up to that point, which means you're basically just going to be pulling out the long threads and you can just pick them out with a little needle. If you're not sure about that, look for you can look up frayed linen on YouTube, but you can also look at our pumpkin spice table linens because we frayed those edges after stitching them. And I would, if you're going to just sew the top like this, I would give that 1/2 inch perimeter all the way around first and fray it first.
Yes.
It'd be easier.
For sure. That is exactly what I did. So I
Cool.
knew where all my points were and made sure I got it sewn on there right.
Yeah, and I love this project, Holly, and I love that you chose this really decorative edging. So let's look at that just up close a little bit. I thought it was really clever. Oops, let me go in just this way. So Holly chose, when she sewed this, contrasting, she used like a white thread, and it just blends right in with the linen. You can't even see it. But right here, it looks really decorative on this side.
Yeah,
and
I thought
super
it gave a
cute.
little something up at the top of the ho-ho-ho.
Yeah,
that-
along with the cutting of the pinking shears, which actually the pinking shears might look cute even all the way around this flag, huh?
They could look very cute. I was thinking about trying that on the green.
Oh yeah,
the green version.
I want to show y'all this other one that she made, and what happens is we start to get addicted to wanting.
You're like, one more color.
Yeah, when you can pull from all the supplies in the world. So let's look at, she made a green one too. Let's bring that in here. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to come out just a little bit.
I use the same colors essentially as we used on the linen. I just had to flip them around a little bit so they showed up. But I thought it'd be fun to try the felt. For those of you who may not like the frayed linen aspect, you could do it with 2 pieces of felt and either pinking shear the edges or just cut them out straight, because and so you can see, and then the other thing you might notice is some of my berries are in different places, but I just kind of use that as
I love that.
I don't really mark off my berries on the thing. I just kind of add them where I feel like
Freeform.
where I feel like they're calling to me.
Now this one, I like this one. You actually needle felted it before cutting it, but you traced out. She used a tailor's chalk and traced out the flag pattern. So you could do that too. You could trace it all out. Just use your straight edge or the template, but know where you're going.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I had to
Before
do
you do
this
it.
because I was started working on it when I was on a plane and they wouldn't. I had no scissors.
No scissors. No big fabric scissors allowed on a plane.
Needles, yes. Scissors, no.
Yeah, so once you get your design all done and your pieces are all ready to go, then is there anything special we need to know about mounting on this dowel?
No, it's
Any tips or tricks?
it's pretty straightforward, but we'll go ahead and give you
Okay.
a quick little
What do we need to
rundown
know?
here. I just need, let's see, I'll need let's
do you
borrow these pieces here
Okay.
for a second. Okay, so if you're going to do it exactly like the example, so pretend like that's frayed and all of that. We're going to
come
just
out
flip
a
it
little
over. And you're going to end up with this part sewn down. I'm actually going to just remove this linen part because
Yeah.
it's just kind of a little distracting. It will be, you're going to get this all situated. And then you can go ahead and you can pin your linen one on the other side because you're going to need to catch it in that stitch if you're going to stitch. And I would remove the dowel before you stitch it. And then, you could also, if you're not a sewer, you could definitely use the hot glue again.
Oh, right.
And then for the linen, that's a little more delicate, but maybe like that double stick hem tape
Oh,
or
sure,
something like
sure,
that
sure,
to get it to
sure.
stick. If you're not a sewer,
Right.
or you could also do it by hand.
You could hand stitch buttons if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's not
make
that-
it
it's-
permanent buttons.
It's 10 inches wide. It's not going to take you that long. So once you get that all done, you actually will be able to remove your dowel if you want. And I did not do anything super fancy for the ends. I like to keep a little bit of my twine on the end here loose. Forgot to cut the little piece of tape off.
Sorry, Holly.
Nope, that was me.
I'm a lousy assistant.
No, I think I was in charge of the twine. So all I did was wrap it around a few times, and then I just tied it off in a couple of knots on each side.
People saying they're getting all kinds of ideas. Someone wants to, they want to make up some different seasonal signs. They're loving just these overall. Tammy Pop says she's going to make one that says, what did it say? It said, Woolly Wednesday, do not enter.
Sign for her room for Woolly Wednesday.
Oh, that's cute.
Fabric glue, stitch witchery, iron-on tape, lots of ways.
Yeah,
So if you
there's
don't sew-
so many ways to
Yeah.
get it done. So I like to just fray the edges of my
cute.
twine just because I'm like a frayed edge kind of girl.
Right.
I'm a mom, right? So I'm always a little frayed around the edges. So, and it would be on there. You'll wrap it around, cut
Give
it off.
yourself some room.
Give yourself some room, definitely.
Yeah.
And then you'll just do the same thing on the other side. Now, I did not use any glue or anything to get this to stick, but you can go ahead, and if you really feel like it's moving around, you can put a little dab of glue underneath your twine.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I picked up Speedy. Hi, Speedy. He's messing around a little bit. That's it.
That's it. It's super easy.
Yeah. So here we have our joy, ho 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 wall door flag, which is just an awesome
I'm going to
project.
help you out since you've got
Yeah.
this precious cargo.
I know.
He's
just fussy.
I was Anne's been trying to babysit him while we're working. And then we have the Joy Jolly Holly banner.
Yeah.
Two really fun projects, both building on the same skills that we shared last time. So easy, 100% wool felt, MC1 batting, iron-on transfer pen,
Yeah.
linen.
So easy to customize for the colors you want. Like Anne and I were talking before, we thought the powder blue felt with the linen fabric and some of the colors from the beautiful blues. Like,
Yeah, I would like I can see the oatmeal felt, which we didn't list, but the oatmeal felt with the green or the red.
Yeah, so pretty.
Such beautiful. And I love this green one that you made too. Super, super pretty. So, y'all, we can't wait to see what you want to make with these projects. links to the kits. Just follow the single link that's in the description down below if you want to grab a kit. Remember, the wool is optional because we see there's so many different directions you can go. You can add on the winter goodie, which Hannah shared at the beginning of the show, or you can just pick, your batting a la carte as you wish. And we just can't wait to see what you make. Right?
Yeah, it was super fun to see some of y'all posting your projects from last week, so I can't wait to see these. Super fun.
And thanks, Holly, for sharing these with us.
Thanks for giving me the
super
opportunity.
Fun. Hey, y'all, this is our last show until after Thanksgiving here in the U.S., which is next week. So we just thank you so much for taking time out for us. And now we just want to give away some prizes. So we thank you, everybody who's been participating in the show. Anne has her magic hat all ready to go. You got some names in there for us, Anne?
I got some names.
Okay, I'll hold you gals draw.
Awesome.
Okay, you, Holly, draw.
Okay, me first. Whoop. Let's see. Liz Mosher.
Oh!
Yeah. Alrighty, and the second winner is Emily Tenno.
Woo! All right, Anne, tell them what they won.
Alrighty, door number 1. MC1 Winter Goodie, just like the one Hannah showed at the start of the show.
Right.
That's door number 1. Door number Exactly. My reaction. That was the fastest reaction time I think I've ever had trying to catch something. This is an MC1 Studio pack.
Yeah, which we have lots you can choose from. You don't have to choose the blues. You can choose the primary, the earth tones, the monochrome, whatever you like. So congratulations to our winners. All you have to do is go to our website, scroll to the bottom, click the Contact Us. And hey, if you make this fabulous project with Holly, we hope that you will tag us on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, join us on Facebook in our group and share your project there because we just can't wait to see it. So, hey, remember to leave your comments down below. If we didn't answer your question, and it's really important, leave it down below so that we can check it out after the show. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So next week we're off. We'll see you guys in December. Thank you so much. All be good to yourselves. Stay safe, stay well, stay close to your families, and we appreciate you. Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Have a good